So some of you are probably thinking, I think I clicked on a spider video, so why is he showing me a cat tree? Like a cat toy? Well, I'll explain it to you guys today. So, while spiders generally have a lot in common, jumping spiders have a lot of differences from tarantulas that I don't think a lot of people are aware of when they originally get a jumping spider as a pet. The first thing to know about keeping a jumping spider as a pet is that they are great pets. This one is actually one that I caught in our plant just a little while ago, and it already wants to come out and say hey. You'll notice that jumping spiders, even when you just leave them by themselves, move a lot more than tarantulas do. And that's because they are not sit and wait predators like tarantulas are. That is fun, and it means that you can play with them a lot more. You guys have probably seen videos of people playing with their jumping spiders with laser pointers and whatnot. And it's part of their appeal, honestly. It's part of the reason I wanted one so bad. But knowing the hunting style of your pet is so important to knowing how to take care of them. So this little jumpy right here is in a enclosure that is an okay size, and you'll also notice that I have purple in there. The reason that the size is a little bit bigger than what you would keep a tarantula of this size in is because, just like cats, there's a documentary on Netflix called The Lion in Your Living Room, where it talks about how if you keep a cat inside for too long and don't give it enough space to explore, the cat will get extremely stressed out, and it could even decrease the lifespan overall of the animal. And the same thing applies to jumping spiders. Jumping spiders are roaming predators, which means they go around looking for food to kill and to hunt, and they actually chase their prey. The reason that this is so important to note is that a large part of their lives, and the reason you'll see them crawling around the enclosures a lot, is because they move a lot. So it's really important to know that if you want to keep a jumping spider as a pet, you probably need to play with it more than you'd play with a tarantula. Handling a tarantula can actually stress them out a lot, and that's why some pet owners are completely against it. I personally am not against it, but I understand why they are. Jumping spiders, however, they need to roam. They need to be moving around to stay as healthy as possible. And so, yeah, that's just one thing that's really important to know. The second thing that's really important to know, and the reason that I have colors in here, and you can see that he just went back in there in a hide. It is important to give them a hide, even though they will be roaming around a lot. Is the reason I have color is that while tarantulas are almost entirely blind, meaning that they can only really see the difference between dark and light, jumping spiders, on the other hand, have eyesight that is very, very good. They can see colors, and they rely on their eyesight to do a lot of their hunting. And so adding a little bit of environmental enrichment in the form of like colors and different things to be doing around the enclosure, I believe is important for the spider to feel okay. I also do that because I feed them dubia roaches, and there's a little bit of dirt in there that helps keep a little bit of moisture in. However, too much dirt can allow the food to burrow and get away. So that's why I also keep felt in mine. So up here, while I bring up my next point, this is Sapphire. You guys, if you've been following our channel, you'll remember her. But she is a sweetheart, and she has built something that I thought initially was an egg sac, but I don't know if it actually is now. But you'll see how I have set up her enclosure, again with the colors and with lots of different places to hide, and with a tube. So the tubes are kind of like for an arboreal tarantula, how they live in hollowed out trees. Jumping spiders also like to live in really tight spaces. And so adding something like a toilet paper tube is a really good idea so that they feel safe. So, if you guys haven't understood already, the reason that I have a cat tree right here, and that I'm putting the jumping spiders on, is because keeping a jumping spider, while it is similar to keeping a tarantula in that you only feed them once a week, and you keep them in generally the same sort of environment, it's also a lot like keeping a cat. You have to play with it or it will get stressed out and it will be sad. There are a lot of other things, like it will chase a laser pointer, and I personally believe that they need some ocular or eye-based environmental enrichment to be fully satisfied. Now this guy is the one I most recently came across. This one was also hiding in a houseplant. I've gotten really lucky lately with those, but these really are some of the most interesting, sweet, lovable pets that you can have. You should also be aware though that just as much as they are similar to cats in that they need environmental enrichment and they need to be played with and stuff like that, they also are like hamsters or rats in the fact that they only really live around 2 years. Whereas with some species of tarantula, you could get them to live up to 30 years. A jumping spider realistically is only going to live around 2 years. They are one of my favorite things ever. They're the whole reason I got into arachnids in the first place. They're very sweet. The likelihood of you getting bitten by a jumping spider is extremely low. They're not camera shy. And yeah. So I hope that this has shown you guys that these guys are amazing, wonderful pets. But there are a lot of things that you need to know about them that don't really apply to tarantulas or other arachnids that you might be keeping. They are very sweet, they are very loving, and they're pretty easy to take care of, but they do require a little bit more attention than a sit-and-wait predator like a tarantula. Now, I want to show you guys something. So, if you guys have been following us on Facebook, we've been posting a lot of cool stuff there, so if you haven't already, go onto our Facebook, like us and follow us there, and you'll see a lot more content. The other thing I want to show you guys is this. So this is something that was previously only available to our Patreon followers and patron donors, but we have our first shirt, and I personally think it looks great. So most of our information about this kind of thing, like the shirts and stuff, is on our Patreon, because our patrons that donate $3 or more will be getting a shirt like this. We also have some other designs on there that have to do with some of the things that I've put in this video that are going to be available as well. So you guys, if you haven't donated already, even a $1 donation, you'll get all of the updates, you get extra content from us, and you get to see the development of all of these different products and things like that. But guys, jumping spiders are amazing. They're one of the biggest reasons that we have a lot of the followers that we do here on YouTube, and we're so grateful for them. And we hope to keep growing with them. And if you guys want yourself a Happy Booty shirt, comment down in the comments. I'm thinking of putting them available on Teespring within the next few weeks, but right now they're only available to patrons, so if you want one, go and donate on Patreon. But thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe for more 8-Legged Cuteness Weekly. Like and comment something, and have a great week, you guys.